Let's have some lip gloss. I look tea. Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. It's 2026, so welcome to 2026, the horse year. I mean, we all know that the new year usually starts in like February, March, I would like to say. That's at least for me. But I hope you girlies are doing absolutely fantastic. I feel like okay, you know what, let me just talk my shit. I have told myself that I just need to be more unprovoked when it comes to just talking my shit. I used to always have like notes like, oh my god, okay, this is what I've chosen to talk about today. Like, no bitch, just talk from your chest. Like, what the fuck? Like, please, I beg you. I need to get a fucking new camera. Whatever. Recently, a lot of people have been asking me just in general about like my confidence and shit, and how I built it, and how I was able to get it or whatever. And one thing I want you guys to understand, and I would just talk now from my heart, I would just talk my shit. Maybe it will make sense, maybe it will not make sense to some people, but always makes sense because I am a result of someone who has built her confidence and earned that shit from herself. My wound just in general has been a lot about myself and how I have been shown up as in general. I also spoke briefly about this on my recent TikTok video, but this is where you get all the depth. I have always been bullied. I got bullied in my whole life. I get bullied. I have family members bullying me. I have people bullying me. People have just always just picked on me and just spoken like bad about me and things like that. So there's always been like a wound about like who I am as a person to myself, because people have always just made me feel like something is wrong with me, and people have just always felt like they need to just kind of like attack me in a sense of way. Till this day people still do. Till this day people still try. Now I'm basically learning to not react so much, because you always answer an idiot by silence. That's just what it is. But it took such a long time for me in general just to admit that I was a victim of a lot of things when it comes to my life. It took a long time for me to basically admit that, like, Serasia, you were bullied in school. Because even though then I did feel like I was bullied, I never fully wanted to admit it, because I just felt like, what the fuck, getting bullied is low-key a choice. And I also want to talk about that briefly, about getting bullied. Being bullied is a choice, because one thing about me, even though I got bullied, I never made myself a victim to the circumstances of someone who had been bullied. I never shrinked myself. I never made myself smaller. I kind of made bitches more mad in reality, because I just didn't want to accept, like, I just didn't want to admit it to myself that I've been bullied. Like, what the fuck? Like, look at me, you know? Like, do I look, you know what I mean? But to be able to heal and to be able to just kind of rebuild my confidence or whatever, I have had to basically admit a lot of things for myself. So basically, over time, because people never liked me, people never fucked with me, my family members, like even my family, like, please, piece of shit, like even them against me. Everyone has always been against me. Like, I've always been alone. I've always been alone. I've always been misunderstood. And even sometimes, like, even when I talk with some of my friends, I feel like they don't fully see the bigger picture. I feel like they don't fully understand me, because when it comes to me, even when I hate a person, I always understand. Like, I always get them in a sense of way. Like, I understand them. Like, I don't know why, but I always understand people. Like, I get it, you know, I get it. Even if I hate you, even if you've done me bad, like, I see the pattern of behaviors in everybody. I can recognize them. I never feel bad for them though, especially if they've done something wrong to me or whatever. Like, I don't really feel bad for people like that. But I have a heart that hasn't turned cold, and I maintain it warm for myself. Now, hear me out. The thing is, what people always tend to do when they meet you is they instantly judge. I've been judged my whole fucking life, okay? even though I'm sure there's people watching me who are judging, but to be able to understand who you are to the core, or to be able to understand anybody in general, it's important to be more curious about yourself, about other people in your environment, than being judgmental. Because when you get so used of people judging you, undermining you, spit on you, abusing you, whatever the fuck it may be, you almost start realizing it and start like shuttering yourself. You start shutting yourself, distancing yourself, becoming more weak, becoming more less. Whenever people tried to basically break me down, because I have been broken many times, but I've always risen to more, to better, to, you know. In my story, I will always remain a hero, because look at me, like, who am I to have this confidence? I love myself this much. Who am I to do so? You know what I mean? People want you to have lower standards for yourself. People want you to feel as bad as possible you can for yourself. Like, people genuinely want you to feel like that. People genuinely want you to not love yourself, to not appreciate yourself, you know? It's just what it is. Now, you have the choice to either take it in or not. And let me be fully honest with you, because I know a lot of you girls are unfortunately some weak ass bitches, which is absolutely disgusting. Now that I have this confidence, now that I am very proud in who I am, because I am very proud, but I'm still sensitive. So I'm not here trying to sugarcoat and say, oh, I'm this hardcore bitch, blah 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 blah. Yes, I'm a hardcore bitch, but I am so fucking sensitive. My heart is so sensitive. Like, guys, the way I mourn so many layers of myself, so many parts of myself, because I had to basically kill those versions of myself. Every version that I had to kill is a version that I have survived upon. Surviving is one of the most hardest shells that you build for yourself, but that do not even survive by just surviving. Like, you need to refine yourself at all costs. Every single time I think about myself as the highest version of myself. Even when shit was getting down, even when I was getting bullied, even when I was getting into fights, even when I was getting assaulted, verbally assaulted, I would always just go back to me, see myself in my highest self. Whatever it is in this life, you don't want to let yourself down. Fuck the rest of the people. Most people will be disappointed by you. Most people won't agree with you. Most people won't like your relationship. Most people will judge everything. People have a hard time not being judgmental, you know, a hard time. To some people, you're probably a villain. You're probably this, you're probably that, you're probably that. To me, I'm a fucking hero in my fucking story. You don't know shit that I have been through. You don't know why the fuck I am like the way I am. You don't know what the fuck I've seen. You don't know what has happened to me. You don't know what people have said to me. Why the fuck should I even listen to what you have to say about me? I have this life, which is mine, nobody else. There's not two body attached to this shit, okay? I'm sitting here all by myself, gradually, gracefully, beautiful. It's my fucking life. Am I going to throw that shit away just because a couple bitches cannot fuck with it? They cannot handle it? Can you imagine? What the fuck? Like, there's actually people who are like, I don't know. Just like, I remember like, some people have never been like slapped in their face. I've been slapped so many times, guys. Cheers over you. In reality, I should be broken. I should be cutting up my arm. You know, I should be cutting up my wrist. I should be on drugs. Maybe even a prostitute, selling my body for sex. But no, I chose to respect myself finally. I chose to love myself. I chose to, you know what, let my biggest revenge, let my biggest love, let my biggest accomplishment being me, appreciate myself. There's always like patterns to who we are, because we all have had dreams. We all have had dreams. We all have dreams, okay? Doesn't matter what the fuck they say. You may ask someone like, I don't have any dreams. No, bitch, you have fucking dreams. When you were a kid, you probably dreamt big. Everyone has once, at least once, dreamt big in their life. at least once. And there's things around us, things about us that basically reminds us of who we are. I recently started to watch Gossip Girl again, okay? Gossip Girl are like these rich kids in New York, privileged, nepo babies, whatever the fuck you want to call them. As I recently have started to rewatch it, I slowly started to basically remembering parts of myself when I was younger watching this series. Now, stay with me. When I first watched this series, okay, I was in middle school, I think. But I was in middle school, and I just remember watching it and falling so much in love with it, and the next day acting like Gossip Girl and texting all the girls in school and writing like a bunch of things about everyone and just acting like Gossip Girl for my own number, obviously. I got so much shit from that by the teachers. It wasn't even that serious, bitch. I remember who the bitch was teaching me. Bitch, it wasn't even that serious. You dumb, you fucking weirdo. Whatever. But as I was just like reflecting to it and now watching it as an adult and just kind of like seeing it again and rewatching it, it's kind of like it's giving me the sense of feeling of like, oh my god, this is where I came from. This is my roots. It brought me back to the same nostalgia feeling that I had when I was in 6th grade, when I was dreaming big, when I was, you know, wanting more for myself, when I was hoping that I was a girl in New York going to school and all of those things. What I'm trying to say here is that there comes a time in life where you basically need to remember who the fuck you are. And we tend to easily forget who we are because of the layers other people have projected upon us. Confidence, loving yourself, self-worth, success, money, dreams, everything is your responsibility. Everyone has a debt they need to pay, even whether they want to admit it or not, because no one is truly happy like that. Everyone is dealing with some type of shit. Like, no, there's no one here in this life who has like a fully perfect life. Perfection is what kills. Comparison kills joy. In general, okay, listen, what I want you to understand, okay, which you just need to clock, you don't have a lot of time on this earth, okay? And I'm not trying to sound rude or whatever the fuck I may sound like, but you don't have a lot of time on this fucking earth, okay? All this insecurity, all this fear of not being seen for who you are is what's holding back your fucking true potential to actually be who you actually want to be. If you start, because the thing is, it's simple. It's very simple. The magic is within you. And the only one who has the true spell is you. Couple magic tricks and poof, you all of a sudden have everything you want. But everybody knows that magic takes practice. Okay, you need to learn to maintain your magic. You need to learn when to use it, when to take advantage of it. Because I have always just known that I am meant for so much more. I've always known that I am meant for so much more. I've always just had this sense of feeling that I was going to become rich and famous. And I don't want to be like, I'm not talking about fame like that. Like, obviously when I was younger, I only said I wanted to be famous because I didn't understand. Like, for me, I valued fame with freedom, but I'm realizing now that what I value is actually financial freedom, which is being rich. And I've always just seen so much more for myself. I've always just seen so much bigger for myself. I've always just imagined my life being something beautiful, being something that I'm proud of, being something that I have earned for myself. But all the anticipation that I have for myself till this now, like, even though you guys see me as someone very confident, and yes, I am confident, I feel it, I sense it, like, I know that I am that bitch. I still even have self-doubt because my wound is about me being visible. My wound is me being me. Like I have been shattered so many times that it's still fucking scary being seen fully for who you are. But I don't know how to be anybody else but myself. I don't know how to like be someone else. I've always had, like, I've always just been eccentric. I've always had a strong character, a strong personality. It's just like who I've always just been, and people have always tried to diminish my light. Just because people do not understand you doesn't mean that there is something wrong with you, and that's what people always try to make me feel, like something is wrong with me. Always, 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 always. But I am very protected. I'm very spiritual protected. I'm very protected by everything when it comes to myself. And yes, people try to pick on me, people try to attack me, people try to bully me, people try to make me feel smaller every single fucking day. People want to be close to me, but not for the right reasons. They just want to be around me because there's something about me that they feel like they lack, and I get it. You know, you should want to have friends that are confident. You should want to be surrounded by people who are confident and things like that. But there's nobody else here who is here to teach you that if you don't truly try to learn that from yourself, because confidence looks different from everyone. The confidence that I have basically earned for myself is not the confidence that will look the same once you learn how to earn it from yourself. Like, it's just what it is. That's just what the fuck it is. You need to earn that shit from yourself. Why walk around being the weakest self of yourself when you can be the highest version of yourself? There's a version of you already in the future that's basically showing you what's possible. So what's holding you back from not actually reaching your full potential? Your fear, your doubt. I get it. I'm fucking scared too, bitch. I am so fucking afraid, because it is fucking scary. It's so scary going after the life you want. It's so fucking frightening. And self-doubt still comes talking sometimes. But I just know that it's my fear talking. No dream is too big. It's only your fear that's fucking talking shit. But sometimes we need fear. Like, fear reminds us of what's possible to happen. If we didn't have fear, we wouldn't be able to be like, okay, what's actually possible? Because fear only gets triggered when you know what's about to happen and what could happen. The consequence of your actions. And consequence doesn't always have to be bad, in my opinion. Maybe there's another word for it. I don't fucking know. I'm not here to teach English. I'm just talking my shit. But you guys get what I mean. And listen, don't take me as a victim, okay? I'm not a fucking victim. I refuse to be a victim. What most of you girls do, where the issue comes, is that you guys see yourself as a victim. Being a victim is what holds you back from actually being who you actually want to be. Because you're not supposed to feel bad for yourself. Fuck. If other people want to feel bad for you, okay, fine, let them. But you're not supposed to feel bad for yourself. No. You can mourn parts of yourself, but that's why you have to kill a version of yourself. Just kill her. Just kill her. It's a lot more harder, trust me, but just kill her. The fuck? It's not like you're committing a crime, okay? You're killing the older version of you who is draining you. Like, I just cannot wait until I'm actually living the life that I have imagined for myself. I know it's a lot more near, but there's so much things that keeps trying to pull me back into the old patterns. Whenever you are surrounded by people who bring out the worst in you, that's your sign to fully move on. To be able to understand parts of yourself, it takes a huge source of emotional intelligence. A lot of people tend to lack that shit. There's a lot of feelings you probably feel that you cannot even express because you don't even understand your own emotions. Imagine how hard that shit is for you. Like, do you ever sit back and just be like, bro, what the fuck? I always feel like nobody understands me. Like, I always just sit back and be like, bro. Because even though people try to make me look like I'm the problem, I know that I'm not the problem. Like, I know I'm not the fucking problem. Doesn't matter what you say. I know that I'm not the problem. I know I'm not that crazy. Even if I were fucking crazy, babe, a genius always comes with some madness. But like, do not sit there and try to tell me that I'm not normal, whatever. Darling, I am probably the most richest, successful person you have ever in your life interacted with. Who are you to sit there and tell me what I should be, who I am? What have you done? Imagine, babes, like I had teachers trying to talk shit to me. Babe, you're a teacher. No offense to any teachers out there. I mean, they never taught me anything. You know, some of y'all have some good professors, but this is not Harvard. A lot of people will come back to you once they realize that you have entered this new level of yourself. A lot of people would try to come back to you. A lot of people would try to be a friend again. A lot of people would try to like get into the picture. Most people who see you at the top and see you rebranded and refined and kind of like new, kind of like you finally understanding, because there's a whole different glow. There's a different glow when you finally realize who the fuck you are. It's a different glow to you, and that shit cannot be faked. It can't be faked. I always can smell insecurity. Like, it's so crazy, but I can smell insecurity so fucking hard. Just like some people can smell diarrhea, some people can smell cavity, some people can smell, you know, dog smell. Ooh, shit, sorry. But the smell of a dog, some people smell like dogs too. I know instantly when someone has a dog, for example, just by their smell. That's how good I can smell insecurity as well. If you guys only knew the type of men that try to approach me, and I just know instantly that they are so insecure, and I choose to not date them because I know that it would be more beneficial for them to fuck with a fly bitch like me than me fucking with them. Yeah. When you are glowing, you are only glowing because you're living in your truth. You don't glow otherwise. Nobody fucking glows if they're not living in the truth. No one. Everybody knows that. That's why when you dump someone, or someone dumps you, all of a sudden you have that glow up. Babe, the shit that was holding you back is fully gone now. Same thing when it comes to yourself, babe. The only one holding you back is yourself. What's holding you back? Fear. Fear holds you back because you know what's possible. Fear is scary. The fear of knowing that you actually could have it all, only if you fully is ready to step it in and own it boldly. Are you ready for it? I know I'm here talking my shit, babes, but like, trust me. I even ask myself, am I even ready for it? I know I am though, but my fear keeps talking. I hope you girls find yourself. Take a look at yourself in the mirror and talk positive to yourself. Just force yourself to like yourself. I don't get it. Just do it. What the fuck? Maybe hard, but once you build habits, you get used to them. Just force yourself. Just do it. Talk to yourself in the mirror. By the way, I don't even think I mentioned this. Every day when I woke up, like at the beginning of me basically defining my confidence, I would always tell myself in the mirror, good morning, successful businesswoman. How are you doing today? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the flyest of them all? I was like, hi to the baddest bitch ever. Hi to the most richest woman ever. I literally spoke like that to myself in the mirror. Every day. Every day when I was going to my 9 to 5, I woke up positive with the mindset of knowing that I was creating something wonderful for myself. Whenever I had a job or anything, I just knew that that job would just be a part of my story. Just like now. So, anyhow. My favorite nail tech fucking quit. I hope you girls find yourself and learn to love yourself, because no one else is going to do it for you. If you don't start now, you will regret it for the rest of your life. And I beg you, like, please. Is it that hard? Yes. Is it easy as well? Yes. The easiest task for you should always be loving yourself. If you can wake up every day, go to work. If you can wake up every day just surviving, just living, babe, wake up every day and choose yourself first. Just do it. Why would you not take yourself first? Talk is so cheap. Nobody gives a fuck about talk. Do it for yourself. Build habits and get used to them. Like, it's just what it is. Like, when I will start to refine myself and just like kind of like building my confidence and finding my personal style, like, I was just trying different things all the time and trying to like understand, oh, what's my style, what's my vibe. Like, it took a minute for me to kind of like realize. And then when you are the blueprint, when you are the it girl, when you are that bitch, you'll always look just like in your prime. But to be able to be in your prime, you must realize that you are it. Okay, whatever, enough of me talking shit now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I just saw that I have 200 YouTube subscribers. That's just crazy. Thank you so much, by the way. I appreciate it. I'm so filled with love. Thank you. To me, that's a lot. I don't care what anyone says. Very thankful. Thank you. And make sure that you guys like, comment if you care. I never comment on people's YouTube videos, so I don't mind if you guys do or do not. But it will be fun to just read some comments. And yeah, follow me on Instagram. I'm private there, and I will keep it private for 2 more years. I want to have a good private community. I don't have time for all this sneaking, stalking shit. Stay safe, stay loved, stay gracious. Okay? You deserve better. Okay, so go and get better for yourself. Okay. Ciao, Bella.